Hello and welcome to Gurung's classes. So today we'll study about white blood cells and its various types. Okay, so white blood cells are also known as leukocytes. Okay, they are meant for the defense of our body, so that whenever any antigen or any microorganisms like parasite, like a bacteria, a germ, a virus, a fungus even, okay, or any foreign protein enters our body, then the white blood cells, they fight against them. Okay, so white blood cells are basically meant for the defense mechanism of our body, and it is divided into two types, that is granulocytes and granulocytes. Okay, so white blood cells are divided into granulocytes and agranulocytes. Means, okay, suppose this is the nucleus. Okay, fine. Then they have granules in their cytoplasm, and agranulocytes, they don't have the granules in their cytoplasm. Granules are made up of small proteins, okay, which are found abundantly, okay, in the form of small granules in the cytoplasm of white blood cells of granulocytes. Okay, now granulocytes are also of three types. Okay, that is neutrophil, okay, eosinophil and basophil. Okay, neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil. A granulocyte is of two types, monocytes and lymphocytes. Okay, so granulocytes are of three types, neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil. Granulocytes are of two types, monocytes and lymphocytes. Now if we study neutrophil, okay, then they are multi-lobed. So this is the nucleus. So it's white blood cell, and the nucleus is multi-lobed. So near about 3 to 5, okay, lobes are there in the nucleus. Okay, and it is a type of granulocyte. Okay, and it's a type of white blood cells, and they are formed in the bone marrow. Okay, but they are found all over the body. Why? Because they are basically meant for fighting against any foreign particles. Okay, and what they basically do is, they, after fighting, okay, they are meant for infection. Okay, with what? Any parasites, okay, any foreign substances, any foreign substance. Any foreign substance, and what they do is, okay, they eat them actually. So, okay, which is known as phagocytosis. Okay, and since neutrophils, they are just like the police which are wandering all over the body. Okay, whenever they see foreign substances, okay, they engulf them and they try to eat them, and that process is known as phagocytosis. So let me show you an example. This is the blood vessel. Okay, and suppose, okay, this is the blood vessel, and in the blood vessel we have is RBC here. Okay, and apart from them we have is WBC here. Okay, so these are WBCs. So this is RBCs. Okay, this and this. Okay, now this is WBC, and say suppose when WBCs, suppose here this is a foreign substance, germ, okay, then okay, the moment they sense the presence of the germ, say suppose if there is a cut in your skin and the blood, and then the blood has oozed out, and from there only, from the cut only the germs have entered, then the WBCs, what they do is they sneak out, okay, from the wall. They sneak out from the wall. So suppose these are the body cells, okay, they sneak out, okay, from the blood vessel, okay, and then since WBCs, they have the property to ooze out of the blood vessels in order to fight with the germs. This process is known as diapedesis. Okay, it is known as what? Diapedesis. And after they come out of the blood vessels, okay, then they move towards the, okay, they move towards the germ, okay, and finally what they do is, this is the germ, okay, and they engulf them. Okay, I guess you can see now, okay, this is the thing, and then the germ is engulfed, okay, the germ is eaten, okay, and this process is known as phagocytosis. Okay, this process is known as phagocytosis, the eating of the foreign substances, the germs or the microorganisms, okay, which are new to the body or which might cause harm. And when the neutrophil comes to know, okay, they come out of the blood vessels, which is known as diapedesis, and then they engulf the foreign substances, which is known as phagocytosis. Okay, then the second white blood cell granulocyte is eosinophil. If you see, okay, they have, okay, two-lobed nucleus, okay, and they also contain what? Granules, okay, two-lobed nucleus, okay, with granules in the cytoplasm, and they are meant for any parasitic infection. So that means if whenever you go for a blood test, and if you find the number of eosinophils more in your body or has increased a lot, that means you must have a parasitic infection in your body. And they again fight for any allergic, okay, they cause allergy, okay, any allergic substances, and they cause what? Allergy. You can write allergy. They bring allergy, okay, and for cancerous cells also they work. And when you have is in parasitic infection or an allergy, we have is what? Inflammation. So from the site of inflammation, if you collect the what do you call that, the blood, okay, then we will see that at the site of the infection or inflammation, the number of the eosinophil has increased. So okay, they especially work for parasitic infection, and they bring out allergy, okay, alarming, okay. They said they actually they send an alarm to the body saying that this part of the body actually has been infected, so please have a look, okay, at this part of the body. So they bring inflammation, okay. And next is basophil. Basophil, if you see basophil, okay, they have near about, okay, 2 to 3 lobes of nucleus. And as you all know very well, okay, the protein granules are found, okay, in the cytoplasm, about 2 to 3 lobed nucleus, okay. And as usual, they all are formed in the bone marrow. You can write that for all, formed in bone, okay, they are formed in bone marrow, and they work for allergy, inflammation, which is caused by any foreign substances. Okay, and apart from that, basophil has one very important thing, and that is known as heparin. Please, you have to remember this. Okay, that is called heparin. Heparin is an anticoagulant. Okay, heparin is an anticoagulant. Anticoagulant means, whenever we have is a cut, okay, there is a small cut and then the blood clots. Okay, fine. Now, but the blood does not clot, okay, when the blood is flowing inside the blood vessel. It never clots. Why? Because of the presence of, okay, heparin in the blood, which is an anticoagulant. This heparin does not allow the blood to clot, and like it facilitates the flow of the blood smoothly inside the blood vessels because of the presence of what? Anticoagulant called heparin. Okay, and whenever there is an infection, or whenever there is a cut, or foreign substances has entered our body, then the damaged cells, okay, they release an alarm, okay, with the help of basophil, okay, and saying that, okay, this person is is damaged. Okay, so kindly, okay, they release another substance called histamine. Okay, and this histamine actually dilates. What does it do? It dilates the blood vessels. Okay, and when the blood vessel gets dilated, more blood flows to the site of infection. As a result, more white blood cells can go and fight with the disease causing germs. Okay, so it dilates the blood vessels. Fine. So now, apart from that, now we have is the another types of blood cell, that is monocytes. Okay, and now in the monocytes are another type of blood vessel, blood cells. Monocytes, monocytes. Okay, and they're so here we can write is these all are granulocytes. And now this is what are granulocytes. Granulocytes. Okay, so granulocytes, number one is what? Monocytes. That means the the nucleus is kidney shape. Okay, the nucleus is kidney shaped, no granules in the cytoplasm. Very well. No granules in the cytoplasm, and their function is similar to neutrophil. Okay, their function is similar to neutrophil, that is phagocytosis. Okay, that is what? Phagocytosis. Okay, phagocytosis. And then the last one that we have is lymphocytes. It's very important. Okay, lymphocytes. Okay, and they actually produce what? They produce antibodies. This you have to remember. Antibodies. Lymphocytes are of three types you can write. Not necessary actually. B lymphocyte. Okay, then we have is T lymphocyte is also there, and then we have is natural killer cells are also there. B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. Okay, this B lymphocyte actually they make the antibodies. Okay, and then this T lymphocytes, they help the B lymphocytes in making the antibodies. Okay, T lymphocytes actually they are meant for recognizing those cells which are damaged. Okay, and not only that, it directly fights with the foreign cells. Okay, T lymphocytes, And natural killer cells, what they do is, okay, they destroy the cells which could damage. Say suppose a cell is infected, then that infected cell can spread the infection to other parts of the body. So instead of that, what does it do is it kills the own cells only. So they are known as what? Natural killer cells. Okay, so we studied white blood cells, which is also known as leukocytes, are of two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes, and then neutrophil and then granulocytes are of three types, neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil, and granulocytes are of two types, monocytes and lymphocytes. Okay, and then their basic characteristics. Okay, so thank you very much.